A very good evening to you. Mechiachiamo, this is Grandma Young Lady on Life and Duties Ministry. Obra ene abrabo esum enayewo sabri. Tonight's message is coping well alone. Coping well alone. How can we cope well alone? In life, we need helpers. In life, we need supporters. In life, everything we do, it seems we cannot do it alone. But hey, I am here to tell you, there are so many things you can cope well, very, very well alone. And it all depends on your mindset. Your mindset. Many people couldn't fulfill their dreams because they were following others. Many people couldn't fulfill their dreams because they were following others. How can you following others based on their dreams? Where does that leave you with your own dreams? Many people couldn't make it in life because they were waiting for helpers. They were waiting for sponsors. They were waiting for supporters. They were waiting for everything they need to achieve their dreams. But it doesn't work like that. You can cope well alone with your little things. You can cope well alone with your ideas. You can cope well alone with your skills. We are all unique in different ways. We are all intelligent in so many ways. But relying on others before we can achieve our dreams makes our dreams never be fulfilled. There are so many things I can do for myself, and I do it better than doing it with other people. There are so many things I need help with, but instead of me waiting for helper, I decide to help myself. And once I start helping myself, helpers locate me. That is one of my quotes saying, help locate helpers. If you need help, be a helper yourself. In marriage, in your marital life, you must be able to do well yourself. Not every home is the same like your home. My home is different. Your home is different. So why will I wait for you to tell me how to make my home? Whereby I can do well coping alone. Doing right things. Things that I do not know. I need to seek for advice, of course. We all take advice. A counselor needs counseling. As I am a counselor, I always take counseling from one person. Yes, one person I always go to and say everything that I have heard. What my client has told me, I need to tell her. She needs to give me feedback. She needs to advise me. She needs to guide me. If I am overdoing it, she will make me aware. So in life, we can all do better coping well alone. That is the main topic. Some people were doing so well in their marriage until somebody else stepped in. And that somebody can be your mother, it can be your relative, it can be your friend, it can be anybody. And this is why I am telling you, coping well alone is the most important goal you can achieve well. If you set that goal in front of you in everything you are doing, you will do well. Coping well alone. Why were you doing so well until somebody came in and started distracted you? There was this couple, they were doing so well, so happy. Everything was on point. Their timing, their love languages, their affections, to be honest, everything. They were so envious. And then they had a new baby. So they decided to invite the mother to come and help. Coping well alone. So the mother came in expecting to be helping. This is when this mother started polluting her daughter against her husband. So in the long run, this wife that does not know how to take alcohol started drinking alcohol. The mother taught her. So one afternoon, this man came early from work, only to find out that the baby is in between the mother and the in-law, crying for help, crying for everything. And these two mothers, these two parents, they are drunk and gone. Snoring, does not know where they are. The baby is alone, coping. The baby is alone, crying. The baby is alone, agitated. The baby is alone, frustrated. The baby is alone, so sad. This actually breaks the man's heart. How can I find my first child in the midst of two parents, and the child is crying, and two parents couldn't hear my daughter, all because they are drunk? So the man took the daughter, comforting her, did everything he could to make this child happy again. Two parents wake up and start looking for the daughter, the baby daughter. Where is the baby gone? Where is the baby gone? The man said, you need to tell your mother to leave with immediate effect. The daughter said, I can't sack my mom. I can't just push my mom away. So you need to give her some time. To cut a long story short, the marriage that was so envious, the marriage that was so beautiful, this marriage that people admire so much, and they admire each other, and they can't have enough of each other. Now, it started become a distance marriage. They live together in the same household, but the connection is not there anymore. The affection is not there anymore. The intimacy doesn't function anymore. The love, the unity, everything that they do to make this marriage successful has been disconnected. So if you were the same lady, what will you do? If it was you, what will you do? If it was me, I will ask my mom to go, because I was coping well alone until she turned up. This is an example of coping well alone. Sometimes many people think they cannot do without their partners. Many people think they cannot do without their friends. Many people think they cannot do without their children. Many people think they cannot do without a suitable helper. But nobody can help you better than yourself. So coping well alone is something that is very important. I'm not saying we shouldn't ask for help when we need it. I'm not saying we should mourn alone when we need to mourn with others. I am not saying we shouldn't have friendship, association to keep us going. That is not what I am saying. All I am saying is, in everything you are doing, even if you want to be happy, you need to be happy yourself. Before you can make others happy, there is no way you are not happy, but you can make them happy. Of course, in some reasons, you may adjust yourself into people's shoes. But that is not all I am saying. In every achievement, every goal that you want to achieve in life, you are the better person in a better position to cope well alone. Because so many ideas that you have, the pictures, the goal, everything that you can see, how you want your things to be done. If you don't cope well alone, there is no helper that can cope well alone with you. Who would like to invest in somebody who is not helping himself? I wouldn't like to invest in somebody who is not able. Every investor wants to invest in somebody who has ability, who has the level of understanding, who reason like he reason, who understand things in terms of what they want to achieve. If you want to trade and you don't have the finance to support your idea or your goal, somebody has the money, but he would like to know the ideas from you first. What picture do you have? What knowledge do you have? How is your understanding? How is your customer service? How do you understand about customer service? How do you know how to trade? How are you going to sell this product? If I invest in you, your ability, your availability, your capability, your understanding, your knowledge, your intuition, your empathy, everything, keep naming. Nobody wants to invest in anybody who doesn't have the ability to trade, who doesn't have the ability to do, who doesn't have the ability to understand, who doesn't have the ability to heal, who doesn't have the ability to go. Nobody wants to do this. So coping well alone is very, very important. Many people fall short in so many ways simply because I cannot do now that my mother is not here. I cannot do now that my husband is traveling. I cannot do now that my husband is on leave. I cannot do if my husband is gonna go away for 1 year. I have to withdraw everything. Even my children need to stay home. I can't take them to school. I can't do my housework. Nobody is here to help me. Nobody is here to help me. Look, my laundry is up to this high. Nobody. And in fact, nobody will turn up. Because the people you are expecting them, they are doing for themselves. For all you know, most of them are also mourning nobody. So where will that somebody come from? That somebody is you, the better you. That somebody is you, the better you. Your happiness is your responsibility. Things that you're supposed to do, nobody will do for you. Things that it is in your agenda, it is not in their agenda. This is when many people start withdrawing from friends. This one didn't do this for me. This one didn't do that for me. I am upset with this. I am this. I am that. And holding grudges. Have you asked yourself, who was also doing for them? Are you being selfish here? Or you are just being ignorant? Are you just being the pity one here? Or you are just being, it's all about you? It can never be all about you. So make the effort today. Set a goal today. Start the journey today. Plan your day today. Think ahead for today. Fast forward the time today, because that somebody is also expecting somebody. So if we are all going to live expectance and that expectation never come true, where does that leave us? I am somebody that I always want to avoid distraction. The reason why I try to avoid distraction is I have big family for the start. Very big family. If I lose my focus, it will take me a long way to catch it back. So I try not to lose focus. Especially after school rounds, I want to do what I have to do. The way I have planned my evening, it has to go accordingly, exactly that. Because if it doesn't happen that, the whole evening will turn upside down. And I am the better me to cope alone. I am not a single mother, no. But I am the only wife in this house. I am the only mother in this house. I am in charge of this house and everything that's supposed to be done. So if I set my goal, that is why when I do school rounds, I don't like messing about hanging around. It's not because I don't like hanging around with friends. No, I like hanging around with friends. But hey, this is the situation. I have big family. You may have not big family. Yes, you have family. I don't know your plans for the day, for the evening. I don't know how far you have gone through your plans for the day. You don't know my plans. Simply because you have the day covered doesn't mean I have my day covered. But if I go according to how I plan my day, definitely I'll be overcomer. So this is the situation. If I don't set up time for hanging around, I don't hang around. Because I am not expecting anybody to do the job for me. If you are in marriage and you want to be a better wife, first thing to avoid is distraction. It's only distraction will make you lose your focus. First thing to avoid is distraction. Things that doesn't benefit your life, avoid it. Things that doesn't clean your house, avoid it. Things that doesn't add to your marital life, avoid it. Things that doesn't make your marriage better, avoid it. To be honest, when we say avoid it, I am somebody that, if I am being honest to you, I cannot live with my mother in my marital home for more than 3 months. My mother is as sweet as sweet. But me and my mother, we have a very good friendship. There is a big, lovely connection between me and my mom. Me and my mom can talk a whole night, non-stop, and we will still have things to talk about. Where does that leave my husband? My husband is a quiet type. I have to bring conversation. But once there is a conversation going on, he will participate. But if I am going to talk with my mother for the whole night, where does that leave my children? Where does that leave my marriage? Where does that leave me? How I plan my life, how I plan my day. So this is the situation many people are falling and falling and falling and going down, 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 down. And their marital connection is being disconnecting, and is falling apart. I don't want that. I have my children on me after school rounds. How many children around me? I need to stay focused. If you distract me with more than 5 minutes conversation, I lose focus. Things can go wrong. I may come off the bus. I may leave one of my children in a bus. It did happen to me a few days ago. So as soon as I step down, I have to look and make sure everyone is here. I look, Nana was missing. Immediately, the bus is still there. I took my son. So if I was distracted when I was coming off from the bus, what will happen? Nana wasn't looking. He didn't hear me when I said, we are getting off the bus. He didn't hear. I could have left him behind. That could have prolonged my evening. Coping well alone does not mean all is well. All is not well. All cannot be well. But I don't want to lose my focus because you cannot help me. Not because I am blaming you for not helping me, but because I know my target. I know my responsibilities. I know my goals. I know where I am going, and I know where I am coming from. You are not part of my plan. You are not part of my agenda. You are not part of the situation. You are not part of my responsibility. You are not part of my falling apart. So how will I fit you in to fix the device? No. We want to associate. We want to have friendship. We want to have love. It's all good. Let's set a day for that. We can't just mix everything together and expect everything to be in order. We cannot mix everything together. Friendship, association, hanging out, this and that, and expect everything to be in order. If you are somebody who like your things to be in order, sometimes people see you as somebody who is not friendly. But hey, it's okay. Let people think what they think. One thing for sure, you cannot change what people think about you. But you can change how you think about yourself. What you think about yourself matters most. What I think about myself matters most. No comment matters ever. I am not going to hang out when I am not ready to lose focus. I am not going to spend hours gossiping, knowing that my laundry basket is up to this high. I have to do ironing. I have to do this. I have to do that. Let people blame you for what you didn't do for them. But don't blame yourself for not doing for yourself. I said, let people blame you for things you couldn't do for them because they were expecting you. But do not blame yourself that you couldn't do for yourself. That means you've been mean to your own self. That means you're not looking after your own self. Our instincts talk to us all the time. That's one thing I always say. You will die before your conscience. None of us conscience will die before us. We will die before our conscience die. So do for yourself how it pleases you, how it makes you happy, how it makes your home happy, how it settles your home better. This is one thing for sure. You can cope better. Start coping well alone, and you'll realize Grandma Young Lady didn't come to this camera today for nothing. Plan your day. Plan well. Things that do not contribute to your day well, please disconnect. Things that are not helping your day to achieve your goal, please stay away from it. You cannot change how people think about you, but you can change how you think about yourself. If you think you are not doing well for yourself, you can cope well alone by planning your day. Avoiding distraction. Disconnect what is not connected. So many things are not connected to us, but we just connect them unnecessarily. If you learn how to disconnect them and put them in order, in place where they're supposed to remain, you'll be the happiest person in this world. I am always happy, not simply because I have everything, but because I know I can be on top of my family life, the challenges, the goal I set every day. Once I feel I am on top of it, I am the happiest person. I don't need to associate what is not associatable. And then come home and see, oh, I haven't done this. Yeah, I'm supposed to return this. Yeah, I'm supposed to this. You see, then you are all over the place. It doesn't help you. What are you doing about it? I met a mom, which I'll share this video with her recently. We were talking from the bus. And then immediately I started encouraging her in so many ways. Not that she needed or she asked for, but I am a mom. What I feel sometimes, every mom can also feel it. So I said, dear, you need to be praising yourself that you are doing well. There is no perfect mom in this world. And even your children, as young as they are, they may think you are not a perfect mother for them. But don't worry about that. Do your best for them. Once your best is done, That is it. That is your limit. If there is anything you need to improve, yes, of course you need to improve. But don't judge yourself wrongly, because that will only bring you down and limit you more than you can do. So always encourage yourself. Always praise yourself. Give yourself treats when you need it. Let the children also express themselves to you. Sometimes it may sound too much. Give room for understanding. Give them feedback. There are requests that you can't do for now. It's okay. We cannot do everything every day. Just tell them there must be another time and I will do this for you. Stop judging yourself wrongly. But the only thing you can do better is avoid distraction. And I could see the conversation was really going well, which I thank God for that. And she said when she had her daughter, she went through so much depression. And she said, how are you doing it? Because I have two and I am struggling. I can see myself struggling. But I see many children around you. But then whenever I see you as a happy mom. I said, you can never be a good mother or a responsible mother without being happy. You have to be happy first. So once you wake up, you say, today I am going to be happy. Once you are happy, the children are happy. When they see mom born, yes, this is when the children take over. And they will be everywhere. And you can't keep them calm. Happy mom, calm mom, children are all over calm. So practice this and it will work for you. Some people are single. This is where we judge wrong. But their daily activities are way beyond multiple mothers. Some people are single ladies, single men, but their responsibilities is a lot. So don't think somebody is single so they don't have responsibility. They do, except not caring for children. So everything you are doing, just do it as it is you alone that is on board. Nobody else. There's no helper. If you get helper, thank God. If you don't, you are the better you that can do the job better. You are the better you that can do the job better. That is coping well alone. Try and cope well alone. And people from distance can see you are coping well alone. It doesn't matter, you are coping well alone. So if you need help, people won't help you. They will still help you. But something you do not know is that when people see you are not coping well, they don't want to know you. When people see that you are not coping well, they don't want to know you. Because they think you are burdensome. Because they think you are burdensome. Why can't you be a bearable other than burdensome? Where does that leave you? Choose in between burdensome or bearable. I want to be bearable. I want to be easygoer. I want to be somebody who is in control of everything. I mean everything when it comes to my family life, my marital life, my personal life, everything. Not relying on people. If you do that, you are going to judge people very, very wrongly. And it's not their fault you find yourself in that position. Think about it, coping well alone. The topic alone can open your inner mind in so many areas that you will pick so many points to cope well alone on. And from today, I promise you, your life will never be the same. This is Grandma Young Lady on Life and Duties Ministry. Obra eni abrabo, emunsem enamidi abrao kama kame. I will end here by singing my song, Grandma Young Lady, Grandma Young Lady. Makramu and his